How's it going, everybody? It is time for another round of undocumented changes and recently discovered things. I need to add this caveat more often since we can never be sure when exactly something changed. Because it's very much possible that we're just slow in discovering them, and one of the changes today falls in that category. But let's start with the more recent changes, and a peculiar one in that Charlene's sweep does knock down teammates again. This was fixed with the rework but came back this mid-season. It's not nearly as bad as the Valkyries, but if you get too close, you're turning into collateral. As you can see, it's not nearly as bad, and some of the sweeps look like they should do it, but then somehow don't. I fully expect for this to get reverted, as it's always been a very frustrating part of the sweep moves, and it also played a big role in why neither character was considered very good. If you're more of a hindrance to your team when using a major part of your kit, then change is in order. But yeah, despite that tiny flaw, Charlene is still standing strong at the moment, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Then a change to effects. If you are playing a dual wielding hero, effects used to only apply to one hand. This was changed now and the effect will be visible on both weapons. This is something that has been requested for a while, so it's nice to see that we finally got this. So go nuts with the effects now. I know that some people really dislike the asymmetry of it. Now, while we're on Berserker, a very nice quality of life change made it in. You guys know that the character has a light riposte after parries. That move does 13 damage. And the ideal punish on a heavy parry, if you have the stamina for it, is a zone attack, which does 16 and chains into a 400 ms light. Previously, you had to delay the zone input considerably, or the Zerk would just do the riposte. Now it's a much more comfortable input, as you can do the zone pretty much immediately without having to delay it anymore. We knew it was possible since Lawbringer always had it because of the two distinct parry follow-ups. Well, he has 3, but you know what I mean. Shinobi doesn't really matter since his riposte is 18 damage and leads into an insane mix-up. If you want to zone, to peel for example, you still need to delay it ever so slightly. If you buffer it, then the Shinobi will do the riposte into sickle rain. So you're buffering 2 moves basically. Then a Raider bug. A funny one, and one we hadn't had in a while. Last time this happened it was on TND. But as you can see, female Raider has more HP than her male counterpart. Testing shows that it's 140 HP on Fem Raider and the expected 130 on male. I know a lot of players despise the voice of female Raider, so the choice is up to you. I personally don't mind, but many will not want to suffer and stick with male. Maybe even for other reasons, who knows, people are weird. So there you go, you have a new excuse for why you lost the mirror. Then let's move on to executions, quite a bit to talk about here. First is a little bug report. Centurion's sword throwing execution is a little bugged at the moment. As you can see, he just won't let it go. The weapon stays in his hands. Let's hope they fix it again soon. In general, if you notice any bugged executions or anything else really, feel free to reach out. My Discord has a dedicated channel for these undocumented changes, so just post it there and people can also help you verify stuff if you need help testing. Then a little reminder about a special interaction with executions. I'll soon make a separate video explaining this more in depth, but for now the short version needs to suffice. Basically, executions have 2 different overall durations. The time you are stuck in it and the time your opponent is stuck in it. Ideally, this time is the same, but as you might have guessed, it's not always the case. And on top of that, some heroes have executions that let you cancel out of them sooner, but the opponent is still stuck in it. The main culprit for many years here has been Lawbringer. Ubisoft did fix it on Shaman, but never touched Lawbringer for some reason. So now before I show you what new cancel was discovered, let's make this a dare for Ubisoft. If you fix this, fix it for everybody. Stop singling out specific executions and characters. Either everyone has this or nobody has it. It was highly questionable when Shaman's was fixed and Lawbringer stayed untouched. Especially since the "oh come on" execution can cut its duration to almost half. But enough complaining, Raider has a new best in slot 50 HP execution because of it. Plus my head can be cancelled right at the moment of decapitation, shaving off almost 2 seconds of its overall duration. The numbers we're looking at are 2.8 seconds for the kill and 3.9 seconds for the shortened version. Instead of the 5.9 it's supposed to last. Like I mentioned, I'll go into this in detail, in particular why a discrepancy there is such an issue. Very frustrating one at that. And then we have a reminder of the currently ongoing tournaments. Into the Fray is still running, platform-specific tournaments with Xbox and PlayStation being this weekend. So if you want to prove yourself, win a neat outfit, and possibly even some cash, then check out the links down below. You can still sign up. The matches will also be streamed and commentated, so feel free to hang out. But yeah, that's it. Nothing too major, or maybe, I don't know. And it included a nice quality of life change, and I'm sure the issues will get fixed soon as well. Let me know if you found anything else. I'll include it next time then. For now, hope the video was helpful. Thanks for watching. Laters everybody.